morning, sports investors. How are you doing today? Welcome back, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Michael Snacks, and you know all my AKAs. But listen, I don't have any action today. Like I said, we're probably gonna get back to some action next week. Don't forget the NCAA tournament Thursday. A week from tomorrow, we'll have live YouTube. All right, to handicap the bracket. All right, but today we're gonna talk to the gift that keeps on giving. Big Gip, Rolling Stones, top 50 rappers. Did the video a couple weeks ago about Big Gip, who was out there, shitting on Jay-Z and, big up in Tupac and whatnot, and that's fine. It's all his opinion. But then I saw him on the next day, saw him on the Beehive show again, the radio shouty. Saw him on his show again. He was kind of cleaning it up, saying, all I'm saying is that if, when Tupac was around, he was on everybody's girl. He was always on the number one girl, and if he was around today, he would be doing the same thing. Now, mind you, this is Big Gip, a 50-year-old man, near 50-year-old man out here doing middle school science experiments with if-then statements and shit. Really? If my aunt had dick and balls, she'd be my uncle. That's probably what got Tupac blown up. Fucking around too damn much. You come out here and, I just don't understand how you could be such a dick rider about that guy. Oh, what? Because he let y'all hit him up. Y'all felt like he was about to be down. Tupac was the Jimmy McNulty of rap music. You remember in The Wire, Lester Freeman told Jimmy McNulty, everything you touch, you set it on fire and walk away from it when it's burning. That's what Tupac did. That's who he was. He was Jimmy McNulty. Everything he touched, he set on fire and walked away from it while it was burning. Go look at the cast of Minister Society. Remember, he was supposed to play the Sharif, the Muslim brother in that. Ain't nobody, none of those characters have ever said that, yeah, that movie would have been dope if Tupac was in it. Didn't need him. They knew he was fucking up the movie. And that's probably what made the movie so good, is because all the key parts were played by real actors and not rappers. They didn't need him. You know what I'm saying? Go look at MC8. He don't diss Tupac, but he don't speak highly of him when he talk about his time with him on the movie set. He don't speak highly of dude. Like I said, with me personally, I was a huge fan of Tupac's. That first album, Tupacalypse Now, he had the violence, that Shabba Rank shit. What else was on there? Trapped, the Soldier Story. That's one of my favorite hip hop jams of all time. Then the next album, Strictly for My, all that shit. I fucked with all of it. But, to be honest with you, the laws of diminishing returns set in for him. I wasn't getting the same satisfaction after a while. He was just into too much shit. I never liked the diss to Mobb Deep. Don't one of y'all get sickle cell or something? That ain't fresh to be saying. You're supposed to be a black revolutionary. Sickle cell afflicts, almost exclusively black people, and you say something about a guy like that? The rape allegation, he kind of talked about that. There's a lot of real G's doing time. Because a groupie bent the truth and told a lie. Okay, I'll give you that. Even though that's wasn't necessarily about his case, but he talked about that before. But just everything else, like, what is your problem, dude? And Big Gip just out here, 30 years after the fact, blowing on him. Now, Part of that is the art of dialogue. Like I said, he's done talking to Big Gip and now Melly Mel. You know, the art of dialogue. He's got that YouTube channel where he's interviewing people about the Billboard top 50 rappers list or whatever. And a part of it, some of it is him, the art of dialogue, the way he's captioning the videos, because he's making it seem like Big Melly Mel like really loves Tupac, and he fuck with him, but he don't, basically said it like, Tupac was a pedestrian rapper. He brought more to the game than Jay-Z and Biggie, but as far as being a spitter, he was pedestrian, and that's facts, which is what I've been saying the whole time. And I've said that for years now. Part of Tupac's issue with New York was they didn't respect him as a spitter because he was basic, pedestrian. Yeah, you can feel his energy and other things, but as far as a pure, like, lyrical spitter, he was basic. And y'all need to accept that. Like, how many times do you get to rhyme Hennessy with enemies? I mean, that was like every third or fourth song with that guy. It got old. He was not, you know what I'm saying? Melly Mills, said that, but he kind of contradicted himself when he said, like, what he say? Tupac brought more to the game because more people would want to be like Tupac and was rapping like Tupac after Tupac than they did Jay-Z. He's like, more people was into that thug, the bandana shit, as opposed to, rapping like a billionaire. Well, duh. Being a billionaire, that's kind of, exclusive territory. You're not going to have many people rapping like that afterward. Trust me, I could almost bet that when Jay-Z started rapping, 96 when he came out, he was never thinking he'd become a billionaire. Just a couple things probably fell into place for him, and he was just like, oh, now I guess I can now. But yeah, man, I mean, yeah. I'm with Funk Master Flex on Tupac. Like, the dude was negative. Like I said, he, everything he touched, he burned it. Go look at what Whack 100 talk about him. It says he killed a dynasty because he was pump faking out there in Las Vegas. And yeah, why did y'all let him go walk up there and hit Orlando Anderson? Why did y'all let him do that? That dude, I'll give it to Vlad, they did some deep dive on it, and like he said, Tupac just punched a killer. Yeah, you don't really go, like they said, but like Whack 100 said, you don't go step in there or a cat like Orlando Anderson unless you really want to take it there and end it then. Because if you don't deal with him that moment, that time, you're gonna wake up and find out he done bodied some shit. So, all that pump faking, he was into Tupac, getting into a squabble with the Hughes brothers. The people who did the movie, Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like what was that about? Because you didn't like your role in the movie? Like, it's gone, man. Like I said, that's what made that movie good. That's what made Dead Presidents good. They didn't use rappers to do key parts. They used real actors. Chris Tucker. That wasn't really a key part in Dead Prez, but then Dead Presidents. But then again, at that time, Lorenz Tate was just like on his game. Like, that dude was like, I thought he was about to go out the moon on some Denzel shit, dude. Whew. Yeah, Dead Presidents, then he played like the same character, but 3 different versions of the same guy in like a 45-minute span of the movie. Genius level acting. But I digress. But yeah, Tupac, just like, why are you always into some shit with people? Every time you look up, you into some shit. It's like, after a while, it's just like you don't get the same satisfaction from the cat. Like, what's your problem? Just wasn't that much, there's just no reason to, nothing he's talking about. He wasn't that good of a. Remember, he came out as MC New York. That was his first rap name. Whatever happened out there, I guess Oakland he had the most love. I can't think of anybody from the Bay, the Oakland area, Northern Cal that really have anything bad to say about him. Southern Cal they killed him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going to happen with him and Goody Mob, but I'm sure he would have, seen CeeLo and be like, oh, we got another fat black motherfucker out here rapping. I don't want to be around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what y'all, I don't know what, I just don't get what Gip's doing here. Like, what do you love so much about this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where you are literally a 50-year-old man on his dick. It's getting old, B. And Art of Dialogue ain't doing you no favors the way he's cutting the clips up. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing you any favors at all. Yeah, man, just. But like I said, but like now, Melly Mel, he's talking about Eminem. Now the shit Melly Mel spitting, he's spitting. You can look at him as an old ornery New Yorker who's mad that the game doesn't change, whatever. But he's spitting. I can't say facts because they're all opinions, but they're legitimate opinions. Like he said, you could be. He's like, first of all, there ain't been 50 good rappers. There's been a lot of rappers, but there ain't been 50 good ones. He's spitting some real shit. Like if you watch his interviews of it, and like we've always said, Eminem, you're gonna have to accept the fact that 90% of black people don't like your music. I forgot what the order was of the rappers, but like I don't know black people over 40 that listen to Eminem. Like don't like the rap. Benzino said that long time ago. Hip hop owes Benzino an apology. Benzino said that in a diss record to Eminem long time ago. Some I can handle this. 5-stage darker motherfucker, you be cannabis. No one would care about your complicated rhyme style. That's right. We're just enamored with the fact that it was a white dude rapping like that, Eminem's, he sold a lot of records. He's got talent, but like black people just don't really fuck with dude like that. And he's gonna have to accept that. The people in D12, they don't fuck with him like that. They just ain't gonna say it out loud. That fat nigga, Bizarre or whatever. They just ain't gonna say it out loud. They know they don't bump Eminem at home. They bumping Trick and everybody else. They don't listen to him. Let me see. What else was Melly Mel saying? Because he was spitting some good shit, But he likes Tupac. He said that Tupac is the best because he brought the most to the game or whatever. I guess if you including the singing the acting and whatnot. But I don't, when I come to listen to a rap song, I'm listening for the MC. I like the lyrics. I like lyrical people. Those metaphors and all that stuff who keep, tells the storytelling. That's what I like. I don't like all that other extra shit. I don't care what movies you're in. Who else was in there? Well, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna hop off here. I just wanted to drop that off on you real quick. Let you don't forget next Thursday, YouTube Live. We're gonna be going over the brackets. Thursday about 10 o'clock, 10:30 a.m. We're gonna go over the brackets before they start at noon. Remember, they started like Tuesday, a week from yesterday. That's when they will start, but we don't do those Tuesday and Wednesday games. We do field of 64, not the field of 68. That's what we're worried about, all right? But yeah, so I'm gonna hop off here. Everybody stay safe. I'm getting my guns back. I don't know if y'all can really see all that, Yeah, I'm getting my gun back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, hit the gym a little bit. But we'll be back soon, drop another one here. But until then, don't forget, like, subscribe, leave comments, all right? Sign up for notifications. And We'll be back soon to talk to you. Until then, everybody be well. Peace.